Hello boys and girls, it's Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. You're also watching Glenn TV. I had my hands free this time. I remembered to bring my tripod. So what's the topic today, boys and girls? Well, staying more anchored in a 5D reality since your consciousness is actively shifting between a higher density state and a 5D reality and a 3D reality. You're bouncing back and forth and you're going to upgrade to a different operating system of the now, of the one moment. The all are the one and the one are the all. If you exist now, then you always have existed and you always will exist. So, you've been running a 3D operating system in time and space that there is linearity, and it is now possible to shift higher and higher and higher octaves into a now reality where everything exists as one and a collective consciousness. And this is a prototype to test that theory out, to see if that can be done. We haven't blown this planet up, and we're here, and we're starting to remember with the help and aid of our galactic friends and children. So, why this video? Why am I doing this? It is really to remind you to take some time for yourself. Now, I'm not saying stay at home, never go anywhere, be a recluse, stop paying your bills, and just kind of withdraw from society. But what I am saying is that time for yourself, time for meditation, time to do like a holotrope experience or any and all sorts of meditations that you feel put you into this higher resonance state. You know, Abraham-Hicks, Into the Vortex, Gary Renard, Beyond the Ego. There's countless, innumerable types of items that you can do. All these types of fun things to be done. So for me, I notice when I go out into the real world that I have agreements still in 3D reality to play, you know, these types of games with people. For instance, I was shopping the other day at a place called Sprouts, and I'm getting some groceries and checking out, and I have like a gift card or what have you, and it has a balance on it, but it's not the balance that, you know, it's less than what I have. And very sweet person checking out, older, you know, not quite as up to speed with technology, struggles a little bit. She's been there for a while, but she struggles a little bit. And she had asked how to apply. I had a coupon for something, and then I presented the gift certificate, and you know, she's like, well, there's not enough on there. I'm like, well, you know, you print it out, it gives you a receipt, and it shows you how much it is. You apply that, and then I'll just pay the balance. And she's just staring at me, and I'm like, well, if you want, you can get the manager, and she'll show you how to do that. So, you know, in the back of my mind, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to, you know, use this credit that I have. And she was, even before then, I had two different orders. I had bought some things for my mom, and she likes them on separate orders so she can see how much they are. And she had a hard time grasping that I wanted two different receipts and I wanted to have two different transactions. And she got kind of, you know, angry and frustrated. And these are the gifts that we give each other. And when you're out and about and you're running around, sometimes this can push you back into 5D, you know, instead of giving them unconditional love and recognizing that you're playing a game, they're giving you the opportunity to recognize that and release forgiveness over those ideas and give them forgiveness as well, because they don't realize that they're playing a game and that they're still in a 3D mindset, to give them unconditional love and understanding in what's going on. So it is an absolute fantastic opportunity, but I find, and even other people that I know, especially people that are channels, like let's say Daniel Scranton, you know, he doesn't like to travel because it causes a disruption in the force. You know, he has opportunities to go and do things, and he really likes to stay on the islands in Hawaii, and you know, not have as much in the way of a disruption. You know, lots of people and going through TSA and these types of ideas, and just the time away and, you know, changing time zones and being fatigued and whatnot is the same kind of idea as, hey, you know, do I go to this party and go socialize? Is this the type of party that I really want to spend my time on? is this: I felt something crawling up my back, and there's lots of things around here that can crawl up your back. So I'm like, eh. It's just hot. It was sweat, so it's all good. And so it's finding and striking this balance. Should I stay home and meditate, or should I go to like maybe a meetup group that has like-minded people that want to talk about ascension? Do I want to go to a channeling event, like maybe like one of Bashar's events? Any number of these types of ideas. How do I want to spend that time? Do I want to go to a collective? Do I want to go to a collective? How to reject a call? Sorry about that. Do I want to go to a collective and group of people that I know that are more in tune with my objectives of ascension, or do I want to go and test out some 3D reality? And and you have to do shopping and you have to do these things, for the most part. But when you're picking the things that you want to do, feel for the excitement in it and how it feels to your heart, rather than more mundane things. Maybe choose a different place to go shopping if it feels better than the place that you shop at now. These types of ideas. So I'm just sharing that because I notice Glenn likes to stay home, and I find I've worked from home on many occasions, as I do now, and I find it extraordinarily productive to be at home and to get things done. I get so much more done. And when I want to go and interact, and when when there's booty calls come up and those types of things, I don't mind going out into the universe and having some fun and seeing people, and shopping and these types of ideas. So it really is striking a balance and being conscious of your objectives as to what you want to get done. So if you're thinking, now it feels like there's things crawling on me. So and just being conscious of the choices that you make, and they're not good or bad. If you want to go to a party and smoke some pot and drink and do all these fun things, then go for it. And if that's exciting to you, that's the best thing that you could do. And maybe you're going to meet somebody there that's on your agenda and that you're going to have a conversation with. So at the very least, you might, strike up a conversation that you can be of service to other people. So that's really, I just wanted to share that and those types of ideas. Seeing if there's anything else that wants to share. I think that's pretty much it. Be easy on yourself. Drink tons of water. Eat very good food, organic as all as possible. Lighter diets, less meats. You don't have to stop eating meats if your body's demanding it, but a much lighter diet. Try to stuff as much fruits and vegetables in there as you can. All organic if at all possible. I've changed over from like lotions and stuff, even ones that kind of say that they're organic. I'm reading ingredients and I'm like, I don't know why is that considered organic? I don't really, I can't pronounce it, and B, when I look it up, I'm like, it's a what of what? I'm like, chemical distillation of something. I'm like, how is that? Or it was organic at one point in time, but I don't know if that really qualifies for organic at this point in time. I've been using just pure coconut oil, and when I get out of the shower, when I'm still wet, I just coconut oil everywhere and let it dry and soak in, and then I put my clothes on. It takes about 15-20 minutes for it to soak in adequately to put your clothes on, depending on what type of clothes. I wouldn't do that if you use silks or something like that, but you probably need extra time for it to soak in adequately. But when you're warm and your body's wet, it really does seem to soak in really, really well. And that's basically my feedback. Thank you very much for joining me again. It's Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Coaching, life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats, boys and girls. Don't forget retreats. Down below in the description, there are tons of things going on. Find the link that speaks to your heart and not to your mind, and you will find the information you wanted in this lifetime. And if you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. And always comments. I'm always open. I'm very prompt at getting back to people when they leave comments and they have questions. So thank you very much for joining me.